Hello, hello, welcome to a different type of video. As you can see, I am playing Splatoon, which wasn't possible before until I figured out, something. I don't know what I did. I just clicked buttons and it worked. So today I am going to be teaching you how to be good at Splatoon. Obviously, this is a joke. Please don't take it seriously. So, what you want to do is get a Splattershot Junior, like a Kansas Splattershot Junior, which has torpedo and bubble blowers. Make sure that you have main, main power up buff, and then you have main power up Ink Saver because you want your main to be shredding as you're also doing torpedo. Just do that, and they're dead. Obviously, I'm doing this in tier 4 because it's not going to be the same depending on your rank. But this is like really good for starters. And also, if you can't get a good torpedo shot at first, what I recommend, and this is like a really good tip, at least as far as I know. Throw the torpedo down, or in the direction that you think someone's, like, under. Like, say, someone was under the, like, how I am now. I'm under it. Sure, you can shoot directly down. But what you can also do if you can't get a good angled shot, throw this down right there. Most likely it will, I don't know if it'll lock on or not, but if it locks on, that's an easy push. If not, obviously people aren't going to be smart enough to, just shoot up at you. So it'll be a lot easier for you. This is just one strategy that would be good for people who don't really know how to play. So, like, C, maybe B, it'll help you get up there. And it'll help you be able to get ready for, like, future, like, combos that are actually good. Also, you just need to work on your aim. Whenever you're in, like, a fight you need to, like, talk, you don't need to talk, that's not what I meant, but, like, you need to be able to just, instead of focusing on talking, focus on saying, not saying, but the fight, focusing on your aim if you're not really good. But obviously if you're good at aiming, you can talk all you want while you're mid-game, but if you're working on your aim, I'd recommend, if you're mid-game, I'm playing Splatoon Junior, so the thing is you're gonna have to worry about close range, like rollers, just doing that stuff to you. But that's what the torpedo is for decent range. And also, you didn't see me use bubble blur there. But throw a bubble blur, do one bubble, then use your torpedo, get some damage on it, then go to your third. Obviously, I'm not going to place good since I'm just trying to show things off. For the second bubble, after you use torpedo, and if you have sub Ink Saver, you'll be able to. I'll actually show you. This is what I've been rocking since I don't really grind this game that much. But have sub Ink Saver, and then if you want to use make sure you have a main power up because it increases in coverage, and the more coverage you got, the lot better it will be for especially a Splatoon Junior. Now, I'm gonna try to show off the, bubble blower. Or bubble. I'll just call it bubbles. As you can see, not that much people use it because I'm playing in lobbies that are decent. Not lobbies that are decent, but I just got a lobby full of people who probably have experience. Also, any Splash Shot Junior. You see that tank, how it's different than a regular tank? That allows for extra ink usage. So, you have more ink in your tank at all times. So, that was just lucky. I need to get in a good position. I don't wanna mess it up either. Make sure you're at full ink before you do this, but when you activate a special, it recovers all of your ink. But, like, you know. Now you don't really have to shoot that much with the rest of them, and if you have your teammates supporting you, obviously I don't, but you can get a decent amount of damage. That was me being dumb. The Sarah Spray seems like he's trying to be annoying. Just trying to do a vid here. Okay. So, I have enough ink to use, like, 2. So as soon as the first one, you know, is fully exploded, use your second one, especially with this. You'll be able to throw 2 out. Constant pressure makes it a lot easier to kill. See, I made it so you didn't have any options to turn that way, so I can focus more on aiming this way. That's like something you probably would want to know. Being able to force them in a specific area. Also, they can shoot your torpedo, so just be aware of that. So don't just do stupid plays, like actually try to think. See, if you had like teammates there, they would shoot the bubbles as you're also inking them, so it's like an easy pop kill. Now, I'm gonna teach you, well, not really teach you, but just show you how I play in comparison. Obviously, this, like, not that good for later on, but this is, like, for me, the Splooshomatic, Splashomatic, these are really good kits. You got Swat Bomb, which is one of the best subs in the game, and Ultra Stamp, which is really good. Later on, you really want to be able to move around faster, but what this does is increase your damage. So, you can run in people's face and not be as scared as being like a 1 HP survival. Obviously in Splatoon, you won't really understand. Everyone is at 100 HP. It's just people never really notice. I mean, some people do, but just saying. So I think splat bombs do, I think 100. Yeah, just basic 100 insta-kill. Sorry about that. So I'm just going to show you just me being me in this. So you're not going to hear me speak as much. I'm going to try to do educational commentary on what I do. Oh, kelp them. Or at least I can show you what you can do when you got rates. Oh my god. A sniper! Oh, it's 3 different kinds of splooshes. Yeah. I'm just gonna have fun. That was unexpected. I think this guy's playing a little more serious than I thought. Okay. Obviously, I should have inked that if I was focusing on turbo. I haven't played this game into it, so don't expect me to make smart decisions. But that was actually a good one. If you're aiming for someone, and they're constantly jumping, or just in general, aim slightly above them, and you'll be able to not have like a little more spread. And also, it just makes it a lot easier for the ink to drop down on them. Also, a tip I learned from pros. If you're trying to go for like range, just going up and flick gets like a little extra. Obviously with this weapon, it's a little extra, but other weapons allow for a lot more. But that's like when you're turfing, not as much other. So on the gates, obviously I did not make a smart move there. You can drop through them, so you can do things like that. If you have a special, just drop down, unexpected attack. But that guy was smart. He waited for me to attack, so I didn't have the ability to stamp. So you don't want to leave yourself open. That's another thing. I'm not really playing at my full capabilities, obviously, because, again, I'm not really playing ranked, there's not much pressure. But don't let the pressure get to you also. If you let the pressure get to you, you know, you're screwed. Also, something that you should probably... Oh my god, I didn't even see him. Something that pretty much everyone should know. If you die, that's the worst thing to happen. Sure, you might not get a kill or two, but at least you're alive to be able to support your team with, like, an objective. If you need to ink and turf war, you can do that. At least I got a kill there. If you need to help support a zone, you can do that. Just focus on the objective whenever you can. Especially if you're about to die, focus on the objective and then that, other than that fight. You'll be able to do that fight. Not do that fight, but get away from it. Not have to deal with other things like, you know, dying, having to wait the time. Just in general, some of the stuff I said, probably not too good, but just in general, try not to die. Sure, you might be saying, oh, I can get, you know, respawn. Like, make it so you can respawn faster. Oh. Sure, you respawn faster, but, like... You only really need it if you're gonna die constantly. If you're dying constantly, then you're doing something wrong. I'm trying to not leave empty gaps. But, obviously this weapon is probably way better in ranked. Turf War probably still valid, but when you're not really trying to win, and you're just doing a video, as I said, like 15 times. After this, I'm probably gonna go play some ranked for just to rank up. And it's gonna be the last match since I don't want this video to be too long. Other things I'll point out when I can, but this is just trying to help players that aren't so good. Get a few tips to help you at least do better. And if you realize these tips, obviously this also depends on your play style. If you're more of aggressive, be aggressive and do aggressive plays. Just don't die. That's the one thing. Rule number one: don't die. But if you're more of a defensive, obviously you're not going to die as easily. But just you need to know when you should run away or when you should just stick in the fight. If you have, I know you won't be able to think that quickly in like mid-fight, but if you know that they're either low or in their uncomfortable position where they can't really move that much, push. But if you know you're low or the weapon you're going up against can easily just one-shot you like a roller, don't. If it's like a roller and stuff, don't. But if it's a weapon that you can take, do it. If you realize you're about to die, which usually happens fast, if you have a sub for like a panic bomb, that's what I usually do. Just throw a panic bomb, have them having to move around. They might back off and also shoot at you at the same time because the movement in this game is insane. But as the bomb is thrown down, try to back off, especially if the weapon doesn't have good range. They're going to be focusing on backing off. You're going to be focusing on backing off. So the range will slowly, if they have short range, you get away, easy. You don't have to worry about them anymore. Just get a better position, sit in the ink for a bit, because I'm not 100% sure since I haven't fact-checked this, but stay in the ink in squid form if you're trying to regen. Staying in inkling or octoling form, not the best for regenning. Also, you're a lot more visible to everyone. Not unless you if you hide, maybe. But you just have to keep an account a bunch of things. So try to make sure yourself being able to be prepared for anything that can happen. Obviously, I don't, but I'm saying this to help you guys out. Obviously, I was not prepared for that. So just try to be prepared for anything, and if you're... I don't want to be that guy, but if you enjoy these types of videos or you want more tips from a decent player, I'm happy to help. And if you want to play, I'll do private battles. I'm always down to do private battles. That Ultra Stamp was kind of a meh. Yeah, dualies. Look, that's kind of hard to explain. That's just natural reflex. Just try to dodge the shots if you can. And roll or don't run right into them like an idiot, like I did. Also, don't, even though I'm talking trash about myself, I don't take it seriously, but never talk trash about yourself, because that's just gonna make you end up being the person who you're talking about that's trash, which is you're referring to yourself. You're making yourself not, you're demotivating yourself to be your full potential, and that's like the big thing. Recognize if you made mistakes, but if you know you did everything you could there, or you can't think of anything you did wrong, try to like, I know you can't really look back at the game, but just try to vividly remember what happened, see what you could have done differently. If you couldn't do anything, you were just outmatched, then realize that, hey, at least I did well, or tried, because if I didn't try, that would have ruined everything and made me, you know, look like a, I don't want to say the word, but just don't get yourself anxious in fights. Try to just focus on the fight. And if you also make sure you focus on your surroundings, just in case of a third party. But that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed.